intro, but like,
I got infinity money.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Beyond the Backboard Podcast, episode 25. Next to me is Earl. Below me is Max, your usual hosts for our NBA week. And some NBA to talk about. Not too much, obviously. We're just hopping off the All-Star break, so...
Oh, we got a lot. What do you mean?
Okay, I guess we got a lot to talk about.
Did you not watch basketball last night, Omar?
I saw it. I thought it was
last night.
I thought it was stupid. Yeah, I don't know.
Now let's talk about 3 MMA fights last night. We had the Warriors. We had 2 fights in the Pelicans game. It was a whole lot going on. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't see the second fight in the Pelicans like originally. But then when I woke up this morning, I realized, I was like, wait, Jose Alvarado and Thomas Bryant?
a whole lot of mid fighting, a whole lot of mid.
A whole lot of going on.
Yeah, a whole lot of mid.
Alvarado is better than Thomas Bryant is right now because he's actually...
I don't like Jose Alvarado. He's too
like him. So what?
He's not good. He's like TJ McConnell. Like, if Jose Alvarado scores, like, any points Jose Alvarado scores,
solid backup.
You can't score on him, and he can drop 60 on you. So that's all that matters.
I feel like I should be scoring as many points in the NBA as Jose Alvarado. Like, if he scores a basket, I'm like, damn, I could have done that. There's no basket he makes where I'm like, I couldn't.
So wait. I think we found Max's comparison of who he think he would be like in the NBA.
No, I'd be better than him.
For me, it feels like I would be for like Kyle Anderson because that guy sucks. I don't even know why he has a roster.
You're not even beating Kyle Anderson. Oh my!
I'm not beating Kyle Anderson.
You're not contesting his shot either.
I'm not saying I'm beating Jose Alvarado. I'm just saying if there's any shot that he makes is not a shot that I could not have made in the similar situation.
I don't know.
And that applies to TJ McConnell as well.
I'm not getting behind that hot take. I'm sorry.
There's a collection of listen, I'm not trying to say I'm better than them. I'm just saying there's a collection of NBA players that you see out there. Every team has like 1 to 2 of them where you're like, how is this guy scoring a basket? Like, this guy should not be in the NBA.
For you?
Jose, if you're watching this, please accept the challenge versus Max so you can humble him.
Oh, he'll destroy me. He'll destroy me in 1v1.
Respect on his name.
I saw when you see that 1v1 that he had on his channel, it's like, yeah.
Should I bring up the Brian Scalabrine allegations? Everybody was fucking crazy.
I completely agree with the allegations.
To LA Fitness in dad form dropped off every single kid at that gym.
Listen, I'm 5'8".
Bro said, let's ball.
Like, I'm not beating any of these guys. I fully admit that. But my point is, put me in this. Any points that he scores in a game is nothing that I could not do, or Omar could not do, or Earl could not do. That is a terrible
straight cap. I'm sorry, cap.
Straight cap.
Cap.
He does not make any difference.
So you're saying Omar's gonna?
You know how Stephen A. used to play basketball before he got into like
allegedly.
I mean,
he scored like 1.8 points a game.
I mean, bro,
1.5 points in one game.
He was coming off of a knee injury, but what I'm trying to say is,
he's coming off a knee injury.
That would be us. That would be us in the NBA.
You put Stephen A. Smith out there right now and give him the same shots that Jose Alvarado is making, he'd probably score roughly the same.
He will not score any points. I guarantee he will not. He will not make a single basket. Nobody in the league would ever let Stephen A. score a point. And you know that's a fact.
And how are they letting TJ McConnell put 30 on their heads? I'm sorry.
Because he has...
Wow, that dude has no bag.
TJ McConnell is solid.
It's not that he doesn't have a bag. It's just that he's a role player. He doesn't have to do that type of stuff.
Exactly.
It's not his role to go out there and do it.
He gets wide open.
Alvarado also doesn't have to do that stuff.
But that's all role players. Anybody who plays with Bron and Kobe, they're going to have open looks. You're either going to make it or miss it.
Anything anywhere else. Some role players are like very good at defense, very good at playmaking, very good at like rebounding.
TJ McConnell was good at defense. What do you mean?
Very solid defender.
Oh no, bro. I'm sorry. No.
Bob
TJ McConnell. It's
these are terrible, man.
You argue about TJ McConnell right now.
We can tell you. Hey.
Let me list it out for you. OG Anunoby, TJ McConnell.
No, stop.
I mean,
put Max Christie above him.
I mean, he has time to grow. Yeah,
Max Christie above him. I haven't seen Max Christie play like that.
I'm just saying, Max Christie, yeah, he has great defense, but he has time to grow. TJ McConnell, he's been in the league for a while. Like, he's a proven like guard defender. Like,
and for what it's worth, he's probably like reached his defensive ceiling.
Yeah, for sure.
And his ability to score the basketball, but he's still doing it at a level to where the Pacers are actually
He's a solid role player, man.
Okay, fine. I will revise my statement. He's good on defense.
It was really good for the Pelicans in their run too before Zion got injured.
They're both good on defense, which is fine. I will
honestly,
give them that. But I
think TJ McConnell's more valuable to his team than Jose is currently to the Pelicans.
Yes,
respectfully.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Respectfully, of course.
I'm just saying, just with the amount of with Tyrese and his injury problems, TJ's had games where he's had to kind of take over some type of extra role. I feel like Jose Alvarado, they have a lot of guards on that team in general, but
they do.
He's a great player for that team, but still.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that it's any points they score is you expect them to average 0 points per game with the bags they have. They should be averaging 0 points. I feel like any points they get is just not so much.
Now, if you want to use that argument, there's only one player I'll use that argument on who has 0 offensive bag, and that's Josh Giddey. I'm sorry, if you guys ever see him play, the way he plays is so mid. I'm sorry.
Now I'm gonna have to
go,
look at this.
Max, look up Josh Giddey offensive highlights. Just go look at how he plays. He'll just throw up the ball. I don't know what it is, but you'll understand. We'll talk about this next week, but you'll understand what I'm saying.
I'll do my research. I'll watch some Josh Giddey film. For sure. I'll go watch Josh Giddey film, and maybe I'll.
Okay, guys. So since we're talking about Josh Giddey, I don't want to talk about it too much, but at the same time, I do because we literally have not heard any news about that shit. So, do we know what happened with that allegation?
I have no clue.
I think one thing I heard was I think both sides were uncooperative or something of that sort, and not wanting to talk to the police at all.
I can believe that,
which is suspicious.
All I can say is, unbiasedly, that whole situation was weird. I still don't like it. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, but. What happened, I guess they came to some type of conclusion, but I think it's okay for people to have their opinions about Josh Giddey, I'll say. Everybody's going to have their opinions about it. And right now, I don't know. I kind of just feel, I don't know. It's just weird still to me.
When it's always going to be weird. Sandwich, do you put the peanut butter on both slices of the bread or just one?
Just one.
Just one, yeah.
Interesting.
And I put on top.
You don't put both, do you?
I don't. I'm not a PB&J fan myself, really. But I know someone who he evenly distributes the PB on both slices of the bread and then just lobs the jelly in the middle.
You know what? That's not such a bad idea. But at the same time,
they say good. They destroy those.
I'm a fan of Uncrustables, right? I'll have that instead.
I can respect the Uncrustables grind. I can respect that.
Yeah. The Uncrustables are great.
Wash it down with the good Danimals.
I'm more of I like to spread my own bread and put my own ingredients on. I'm not really a crustable type.
To each his own.
Earl, do you put mayo on your sandwich? You probably do. I feel like you put that on there.
But now there is a world where if it's a cold sandwich, I don't mind a little bit of mayo, little turkey cheese, cold cut, little thin layer of mayonnaise. I'll take it.
Not gonna lie, I love mayo.
Not hot. I can't eat a hot sandwich with mayonnaise. That's disgusting.
You can't do that?
No, I hope not. I'm just saying it's just nasty.
You know what? I gotta say this. It's not too bad. And let me explain.
Here we go. I knew. I had a feeling you were that type of person.
Just listen to what I have to say, because after I say it, you're gonna be like, you know what? That sounds pretty good.
I'm probably not.
So back in the day, I used to work at a bagel shop. And I used to work at a bagel shop. My family owns a couple.
Nice.
Okay.
I'll mess with that. I'm gonna have to go.
Did he free? Yep, we got him. Black SUV vans here. Yep, we got him, Adam. We got him.
We bought them on the bagel store. That was it.
What the hell just happened? I just saw both of you go like, what? And then it froze.
You froze and then dipped on the bagel shop.
Bro told the whole bagel store. He ran out of content, had to leave. That's crazy.
Road to the bagel store. Okay, your family owns a bagel store. We're going to have to come through.
My family owns a couple, so I used to work at a couple here and there. And I decided to try this concoction. It wasn't really a concoction. It was a mix on an already cold sandwich. Just got a regular turkey and Swiss. And certain sliced turkey, I cut it in a certain way where I was able to put it on the grill it for a bit, slide some mayo on a toasted bagel, put Swiss on top of the turkey, let the Swiss melt for a little bit, let it melt a bit, and then put it on the sandwich.
Put the Swiss on top a little bit. No, I'm just playing. No.
Melt a little bit is what I'm trying to say.
We're still not letting it slide. I can't eat a hot sandwich with mayo on it. Cold
Give
cuts.
me hot sauce with that too. I would like it too.
Cold cuts with a little bit of mayo on it. It's a good taste. It's a good taste, but hot, can't do it. I can't.
I like my sandwiches with extra
mayonnaise. I can't.
So wait, Omar, what's the whole sandwich like? Top down, like a finished product, like
finished product. That's okay. That's like one of the sandwiches. But
wait, but what's the best seller? That's the real question. What's
my
the best seller?
My best seller. I'll go to Jersey Mike's.
No, I'm talking about at your bagel shops.
Oh, the bagel shops. Bacon, egg, and cheese, turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese, stuff like that, like normal stuff.
Can y'all put a Earl special on the menu?
What is the Earl special?
Let's
I don't
do a little bit
anymore, but
I need a breakfast variation and then a regular one. A regular one, Swiss cheese, American cheese. I like the double layer of the cheese. Little turkey, thin slice of tomato. I'm not a huge tomato guy, but
I'm not.
I like.
You know what? I'm not.
It depends. If it's fresh tomatoes, it depends.
If it's hot tomatoes, I'm not having it.
Yeah. I don't like hot tomatoes. Yeah.
Hot tomatoes are disgusting. Get that off, man.
This is a cold.
People like that? Dude, that's the English.
Yes.
Yeah, some people like they cook their tomatoes. Yeah, it's weird.
I'm not a tomato person in general. Like,
if you like the tomato, I might be okay with it. And if I put it in a sandwich that's meant to be like
put it on the grill.
Let's say I threw a tomato in like a steak and cheese. No,
I mean, if it's cold,
lettuce and stuff.
Okay, look, this is
steak and cheese cold.
No. I mean, like this. Like I don't like it cooked together. Like you know how they put on the grill, they let it melt, and they put the tomatoes on top. I want my stuff cooked first. Put it on top, and then you top it with a cold tomato. Like I just don't like all the grill action with tomatoes on it. It's just nasty.
You know what else I used to do? This is an Omi special. I call this an Omi special.
Okay, I like that name. Okay.
I take half a steak, right? So like we had this like steakum. Let's say it's like a little bit bigger than my hand. I take half.
I like steakum.
I cut it in half, put the other half back in the freezer.
Okay.
I take 4 gyro sticks. You know, like lamb sticks that they have, gyro sticks?
Yeah.
Then I grab 4 gyro sticks, throw them on the grill as well.
Okay.
I grab a bagel. I put a little like tzatziki on it, right? Like not too much. Yeah, not much to where it's like overwhelming, but like enough to where it's like I can definitely taste it. And then I just like put on the steak and the gyro sticks together. Bang it.
That sounds very interesting. Yeah. I don't think I would eat it. I don't know. But I'm sure there's some happy customers.
It's just like 2 separate like pieces of meat. If you really break it down, it's like the same meat too, so it's like weird. But it's all halal. But we like halal.
Here's my question. What do y'all think about mayonnaise on French fries?
No, stop.
Oh my god.
Bro, what?
I'm so happy you brought that up. And let me tell you why.
You like that?
No, but I know someone who does. And I clown them for it all the time.
I'm going to break my silence here.
Break your silence, O.
I like it. But
I knew it.
But
I knew it.
Let me finish.
This podcast is over.
No, we're done. It's been real.
Omar, you're gonna have an all-time argument.
It has to be truffle mayo. It has to be truffle mayo.
What?
What is truffle mayo?
Truffle mayo is like there's like a root. It's called truffle. It's like a really expensive ingredient. Like it's really bit actually because I just went there for a wedding recently. And we did the podcast before I went on vacation, so we didn't have to like fill it in or whatever. But I went there, and in Curacao, it's a really big like European colony. So I went there, and everything is covered with truffle mayo, fries with mayo, everything with fucking mayo with curry, mayo with this, mayo with that. It was wild. It was
on curry
wild.
Should be illegal. There's no way brown sauce curry mixes with mayo. There's no way, no world where that makes any sense.
Earl?
No. I'm not hearing it out. No.
Earl? I'll hear you out, though.
It's pretty good.
Here we go.
It's pretty good. You guys know like how the sweet and sour like
Yeah, like
the sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah.
No, but like McDonald's sweet and sour sauce, specifically McDonald's.
I like the Chick-fil-A special sauce, but I've never really had the McDonald's one. The Chick-fil-A one is like the honey mustard.
Do you guys know what that tastes like? You know what I'm talking about? The sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's?
No,
but I can imagine it's probably pretty sour and pretty sweet.
Okay, right? But it's basically that.
I don't know, Omar. This conversation is not leaning me towards trying it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not telling you to try it. I don't even know.
That's now two people that I know that like it. That's now two people that I know who like this. So maybe there's some validity to it.
Wait, who is it, Nikki?
No. It's just one of my college friends. And we clown them for Nikki. It. And I'm like, oh, mayo on fries. And everyone I talk to, I'm like, what do you think about mayo on fries? And most people are like, that's disgusting. That should never happen. Then I just look at them and I'm like, this one right here be doing that.
So mayo on fries is something that should be tried.
It's like a normal person.
You know what I'll give the green light though?
My friend dips it in mayo.
You know what I'll actually give the? I think y'all would give this the green light too, like mayo and ketchup with fries. Like if you mixed mayo and ketchup and made mayo chup, it's a pretty good mixture.
Mayo
what? No, do not give that a nickname.
It's a real thing. I'm looking it up right now.
No. I don't.
Okay, that's the worst thing I've heard so far, bro.
That's
worse than anything else that's been said.
How did you even form words to say that? I don't understand why you would say that.
We need to bring a chef on the show to talk about this. We need a chef as like a special guest.
For sure. BTB goes to culinary school for a day.
You know what's so crazy? I almost went to culinary school.
Oh, so that explains your obsession with these different combinations.
I was going to say, thank goodness.
I wouldn't call it an obsession. But I would call it like I know how to make food. I'm gonna show you guys this. Your family
owns a bagel chain, so I'm defaulting to you on this. Like I have no culinary taste whatsoever.
I'll invite you to.
Is not it.
It's a real thing.
Can we like expand this screen at all? It's like a tiny. Like looks like you're on your phone.
Yeah, I know, right?
Can we like widen this at all?
Oh, sorry. My monitor is vertical.
Oh, so you have vertical? That's so weird.
I have two vertical monitors. I have one right here and one right here. So like Discord's open up on this one and
I guess turn it the other way.
So like no. I can't physically do that actually. But yeah, that's what mayo chup is. It's a real thing. I promise.
So it's like you literally like mix them together. It's not like you put some mayo on one end of the fry and some ketchup on the other end. You literally like mix mayo and ketchup together and then go for the dip in one like homogeneous sauce.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's not that crazy. All right. We should probably bring it back to basketball.
That was basketball. What do you mean?
Literally, that's...
These are all foods that get served at NBA games.
All I can say is this. Omar, you're invited to the cookout, but you can only bring bagels with no mayo. That's all I can say about that.
Nah, bro. I think every week we need to have like a quick 5-minute food segment. We need to make this. We need to have our food hot takes
for 18 minutes.
Okay, this was like the first one, so this was a special edition food segment. But next week we'll have Omar cooks.
I got something interesting to ask you guys. How do y'all feel about just a crazy segue since we're in the world of just transitioning topics? Like, how do you feel about the world of like shoes and like NBA players?
Omar clearly doesn't like him because he just dipped again.
Oh yeah, he's gone. I don't know. It must be the vertical thing.
I think the shoe NBA thing is like. I think it's low-key a little overrated because, like, I get everyone's just super territorial about it.
Yeah.
People were talking about how the Mavericks were mad that Grant Williams wasn't wearing, like, Luka's shoes or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's kind of, like, I get it.
That's petty as hell. That's petty as hell.
It's weird. Like, everyone's so territorial about it. And it's like some players get their signature shoe, and it's like, I don't know. Like, it's fine. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm not a sneakerhead myself. I could not care less about what I'm wearing on my feet. Some shoes objectively look better than others, and there are some shoes that I'm like, damn, that's fire. But me personally, I'm not an NBA player with millions to spend. I would not drop like $100+ on a pair of shoes unless it was a pair of Melos, just because Melo's my favorite all-time player. That's the only player's shoes that I would ever consider buying. But like other than that,
180 for prime Melos, by the way. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the Melos, I might cop a pair of Melos at some point, but I just think it's a little weird to me, like the shoe game, like it's not worth arguing over. And people always talk about, oh, look at how good these shoes are, and most of the time they're terrible. So
yeah. Honestly, I feel like the shoe game is just like you said. It's a culture, like a weird culture. Like it's cliques. Like, hey, we got your Nike guys, you got your Jordan guys. What if my two star players are Nike and Jordan? Whose shoes do I wear? Like I see so many things. Like it reminds me of the story of Kobe. Like I know you guys probably heard this before about how everybody on the Lakers was wearing Kobe's and then they played terrible. Then he went in everybody's locker rooms and snatched their shoes. And he said they weren't good enough to wear his shoes. Like it's just funny, like culture things with shoes. Like. And I was thinking, like, I've seen so many things. Like, Austin Reeves has a shoe. Like, I was looking online. I was like, dang, like, he has his own shoe deal, which is, I'm not going to say, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, it's just so
AR-17s. Is it AR-7s or AR-17 or something?
It's actually AR-1s because he only has one shoe. Like, he's on his first shoe. But eventually, yeah.
Didn't they meant like AR-7s or something? I don't know.
They're literally called AR-1s.
To call them ARs, there's not going to be another one.
Yeah, it's just his first shoes. But
he's not getting more.
My point is, some of these shoes, underrated shoes, are getting like good reviews. Like D-Wade shoes, players say those are really comfortable to play in. Austin Reeves shoes, they're getting good reviews. Like I don't know, the shoe world is just a little bit weird. So I was just wondering y'all's thoughts. So what brand is Jalen Brunson with, by the way? I don't know. I haven't really followed the next.
Does he even have a brand? Is he even signed?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't.
Because I know Julius Randle's with Skechers, and I thought that was so not weird, but funny. Like they built the Skechers basketball brand around Julius, and I forgot who the other guy was, but it was just like weird to me. It's like, dang, like there's so many different shoe companies trying to make an emergence.
It's because he's got a kid. It's because his kid was probably wearing Skechers, and Randle was like, you know what, fine,
so
I'll do it.
Apparently, the NBA tunnel has become famous as a fashion runway, and now Brooks Brothers can be a part of the mix. The vulnerable retailer has signed New York Knicks point guard Jalen Brunson as an ambassador.
But that's not a shoe deal. That's just
I'm trying to look up shoe deal. I'm looking at like all endorsements.
I feel like Brunson would sign with like Anta or something.
Unless he's getting his own shoe through them. Because you know some of these companies are signing players Nike dropping. Oh, he's with Nike?
He's with Nike.
Okay, so
he
probably
doesn't have a signature. He does not have a signature.
So Dollar Shave Club, Hecho Tequila Sodas, Nike, American Express, MSI Computers, DoorDash, Fairhurty Marand, Pedialyte, Aura Ring, Delta.
Pedialyte.
And
but the thing about Nike is not a lot of guys get shoes with Nike. Like you'll get signed by them, you'll get all the free perks, player editions. Like AD, he's been with Nike pretty much his whole contract, but he just gets a whole lot of player editions made. Like P's are basically like you get your own design of a shoe that's already out, basically. So
you don't have to you know, you sign to Jordan, you sign to Nike like off rip, but like they don't give you a signature shoe.
Exactly,
Although I just gotta say, signing with like making your own shoe used to be so prestigious and cool because you have to work so hard. You have to go through like years of my career, like a full season, like win Rookie of the Year,
get it when you enter the league,
right? And then they actually had like a decently in-depth shoe customizer back in like 2K11, 2K12, 2K13. Like actually, you can kind of go hard in those games. Now they just give you an endorsement right off rip, and can't you just like make your own shoe off rip now? Like they just
the shoe customization now it is kind of crazy, like. But it's in the menu. Like you're right. Like it's
you don't have to do anything. You don't have
to be in my career to earn your shoe. I agree. Like just I guess another segue. Like 2K. Ooh, we can talk about that junk all day. It's a terrible game now.
I look, he wanted to bring up Jalen Brunson since we were on it already because news came out recently from the
23 minutes.
Yep, we made 23.
No, you know what? Because it's crazy. I was going to talk about Jalen Brunson. I wasn't even going to talk about the Knicks. I was going to talk about Jalen Brunson specifically because he came out on the Matt Barnes podcast and said that the Mavericks denied him a 4-year, $55 million twice.
Not just once.
Twice.
Not 3 times.
Twice. So, with that being said, how bad did the Mavericks fuck up? Because they could have had Jalen Brunson and possibly Kyrie Irving. So what do y'all think of that?
That would have been a fire 3.
They would not have worked though. Like, they would have worked. Honestly, I'm mad at the Mavericks because that means we could have had Kyrie Irving. So Mark Cuban, you suck. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. Mark Cuban, I love you. I'm just playing. I'm joking. It's a joke. Don't blackball me from every market in the world.
Actually not there anymore. Apparently, he's like less than 4. I think it's like less than 50% of the company. of the Mavericks.
That's
now.
a crazy domino effect. I didn't even think about that. The Mavericks botching the Jalen Brunson deal kept Kyrie out of LA. So yeah, Lakers fans, now y'all have beef with Dallas in a roundabout way.
What's crazy about Mark Cuban too? That dude is top smartest dude. He not only sold the Mavs, made a bag off the Mavs, but in his contract, he still like pretty much runs the day-to-day all those operations still in his contract. So he basically just gave up the ins and outs part of the business to ownership, but he still basically is control what he wants to control, which is crazy.
That to me doesn't sound like smart Mark Cuban. That just sounds to me like Mark Cuban had a really good lawyer.
No, I'm saying like
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like
you gotta be some type of smart to make that type of money.
I guess. Yeah.
But here's the thing with Mark Cuban: he sold majority of the company and probably kept around 30% to probably keep himself in a certain position. However, what probably ended up happening was like he probably like went to the buyer, right? Like the buyer probably had a deal on the table for something way more, obviously for his percentage as well. Maybe they bought the entire thing. I'm just making speculation here, right? Nobody take this as fact.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it wouldn't shock me if just like the buyer just wants to make money off it, but they don't actually care about basketball. So they're like,
exactly. It's exactly.
Like, you take care of the basketball stuff, and we'll just sit back and make money. And Cuban's like, I've made enough money for 10 lifetimes. So like, yeah, I'll just keep running the team. That's what I want anyway.
And he pockets $1 billion,
and you know what?
He pockets $1 billion in his sales, and he's fine. You know,
and it's admirable that it's a little bit admirable because like you could tell he actually loves the game of basketball, and he loves the Mavericks. Yeah. So I think it actually shows a little bit.
Like the two most fun owners by far.
I will say, as much as I make fun of Steve Ballmer, he's the type of owner you want, bro. He will throw a bag at anything it takes to win, and that's the type of energy you need to win. Obviously, you need players who don't choke, respectfully, but you need an owner who cares about the game as much as those two guys. So I agree, Max.
Yeah, but it's like Ballmer's just like in the first row every game, like going crazy, like losing his mind, like his head's like whipping all over the place. Like he's more of a fan than anything. Like he's just a really rich fan. I feel like it's good vibe. He's always there too. He just got the game.
I'm gonna get down on my knees here metaphorically.
Let's calm down a little bit.
God, please let James Dolan sell the fucking Knicks. Please.
He won't.
Please.
That's all I want in life.
I want an owner like Steve Ballmer. All right? I want that type of owner. I don't want anybody like. Oh my God. I can't even talk.
So you can throw $500 million at Jalen Brunson.
All right. I'd give him at least. Okay, first of all, he's making a descending contract, which is crazy. 104
That's an evil laugh, man. For the work he's doing for your team is crazy.
No, bro, I love Jalen Brunson.
Descending contract.
Jalen Brunson is my favorite player in the NBA by far.
Why'd you say second favorite?
I almost said second for some reason, but because you said second contract, so
who would have been the first, by the way?
Precious Achiuwa.
Oh, there we go. It's Julius Randle. It's Julius Randle.
Opportunity to pivot to a 5-finger discount by Wemby. He did his 5x5.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
For the first time.
He did.
As soon as Omar gets back in here, we'll ask him about his thoughts, considering he's basically 5 foot. So Wemby basically had 5 in every category. 1 foot of
That's crazy. Wait, can you guys hear me or see me?
I can't see you now, but I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh!
Okay. I just see a black box. There you are. Good-o. Oh,
he's gone again.
Yeah, and now he's gone again. Oh, now he's back again.
All right. Anyways, but about the 5x5 by Wemby, I'll say this:
on your team, didn't it?
Watching the game last night, Wemby is absolutely spectacular. Like, I think in 10, 11 minutes, he already had like 13 points. He had 4 steals. He had like 7 rebounds. Like, that dude can play basketball. And the thing I was talking about in Lakers chat last night, he's maturing fast. Like the first time we played him, he was kind of not scared, but he wasn't taking those jumpers. He wasn't really using his body the right way. But you see, like the third matchup, he was going at AD. Like he wasn't scared. He was taking those open threes into the paint, playing aggressive defense on Bron and AD. I mean, the dude is pretty much unstoppable. And like Bron said it best, like Wemby has no ceiling. Like that kid has no ceiling. Like what he's gonna be is what he creates for himself. So that dude. All I can say is he's an alien. I don't know where he came from. Respectfully,
France.
Dude is.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably France.
Absolutely.
And even though I I hate some of the French people that we have in our league.
Oh, it's a strong word.
You know what? Yeah, that's a strong word. You know what? Not French people. Evan Fournier, I hate you. But
French fans watching, we love France. Okay?
France. I love French players. I spoke earlier. I hate Evan Fournier.
Discriminate against any place in the world. We love all our fans. All right, carry on.
I mean, it doesn't help that they're the most Islamophobic country in the world, but we're gonna move on. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't like Evan Fournier. I think, but besides Evan Fournier, it doesn't matter about Evan Fournier. But the fact that when we got five steals, 5 blocks, and with the stat line that he already had prior, like, god damn, like that's all I have to say to that. God damn, that kid's gonna be special. You know what? The one thing I'll respect LeBron about that Michael Jordan never did. Michael Jordan probably had the chance to see LeBron at least one to 2 times in his career, like play against him. I'll see LeBron playing Wemby a little bit more. So this would probably be like because the year LeBron entered the league, Michael Jordan retired. Do you guys not know that?
No, I know, but I'm saying like I didn't get the correlation. But
okay, you know what? Fine. I was saying I respect LeBron because at least he can go up against somebody who's going to be considered the next GOAT.
All right. I'm just saying, like, okay, I'm rocking with it.
I feel so awkward.
Take a compliment and run, dog.
Oh, there he goes. No, I was just saying. No, I mean, I see what you mean. I'm just saying, like, Bron's just playing basketball. I mean, I think he's just. I mean, we're just trying to compete for a championship. So, shout out to Bron for being out there. Yeah, trying. It's hard with him. Yeah, but life is life.
No, I swear, y'all are gonna. Don't fall into a Milwaukee thing where y'all are like, oh, we could be so much better if we fire this coach, and you bring in another coach. You're like, not this guy. This is even worse. Give me Ham back.
I promise you, I would never ask for Ham back. I don't care if we got a new coach and lost every single game. I would not ask for Ham back. And I said this before. I'll say my famous line because I don't like to attack people personally. My viewpoint is strictly on the game of basketball. He does not make the necessary adjustments. He doesn't not make the right I said adjustments twice. That's how bad it is. He doesn't call timeouts when needed. Like we started just the Warriors game, bro. How are we down by? We're going into the fourth. We were down by like 11, something like that. How do you not start the game with AD, D'Lo, and Reeves with no Bron to try to get the game closer? You have to. With no Bron, you have to start that lineup. He doesn't check in AD and Reeves until like 7 minutes deep into the quarter. Like, bro, how do you make those type of dumb decisions respectfully? So that's why if Ham left today and we lost every game of the season, I still wouldn't want Ham back.
Who's y'all assistant coach?
We got a lot. I mean,
like the head assistant coach, the one that's directly under Darvin Ham. Because there's one that's directly under Darvin Ham or one directly under the coach, and then it's the assistants under the assistant.
If I'm being 100% honest, a lot of our good assistant coaches left. I mean, Jason Kidd was pretty much our best one until he went, and obviously he's with the Mavericks now. Before that, too, we had, what's his name? I don't remember. But right, to answer your question, I honestly don't know. Only real coaching staff I really know.
Chris Gent.
Oh, yeah, Chris. I mean,
and then you guys have Phil Handy.
Oh, Phil Handy's the GOAT, but he's a player development guy.
Oh, wait. Y'all got Damari Carroll on your bench? Assistant coach?
He doesn't get any type of say.
He's just there for vibes. I didn't even know Damari. I ain't heard that name.
Peterson. This is funny.
Yeah, that's interesting. But that's a big pet peeve of mine when coaches don't call their timeouts or mismanage timeouts. That's one thing I do like about Tom Thibodeau. I will say a lot. There definitely does a lot of things wrong. His timeout management is actually quite good. I feel like he is able to stifle runs quite well with timeouts. Like if we go on like a quick
amount of games he's turned around,
timeout and the game turns. Like he's pretty good with his timeouts. I will give him his flowers for that.
I was about to say, how long does it take Thibodeau to call his timeout? Like say another team's on a run.
If it's a 5, we could be up by 21. If they cut it from 21 to 16 in 2 straight plays, timeout.
Ours is about 12 plus. I'll just say.
Yeah, that's 12 crazy.
You know what? Now I think is a good time to cool them off. 12 plus deep. So
yeah,
that's
like,
yeah. No, we could be up by 30. If it goes to 26, it's a timeout.
Yep.
Yeah.
Legitimately, it's like 2 or 3 consecutive plays in a row, and then you'll get a timeout from Tom Thibodeau.
Hell, we could be on like an 11-0 run. If they get 2 points with like a free dunk that just should not have happened, it's a timeout. Like we could be on a run. He'll take a timeout.
I wouldn't say that because then that would be bad. That would be bad time.
Yeah, that's ones where I'm like, did we really need a timeout there? But I would say overall, I have no qualms with how Tibbs uses his timeouts. We typically have some at the end of the game left. He always finds a way to have 1 or 2 in the back pocket. We don't typically run out, which is good.
Yeah, which is really good. Yeah, but
and Jason Kidd's been doing a really good job. You mentioned Jason Kidd a second ago. Jason Kidd's doing a good job. He's been cooking with Dallas. He was terrible on Brooklyn that first stint.
And I wish we would have made him our head coach, man. I really do, bro.
That'd been nice.
I really wish.
I don't know. It would have been a kind of a weird thing there with like having played against Bron. Like he literally played against Bron in the finals. I don't know. That'd have been weird.
No, but they have a good relationship though. Like he was assistant coach. Like him and Bron, they have a really good relationship now.
Yeah. Okay. So then maybe it wouldn't have been that weird.
Yeah.
I guess it would have just been like very weird for Bron to like go, be coached by a guy who literally he played against 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that story that happened with Jason Kidd and the iPhone incident?
You mean the
incident?
spilled drink incident?
Huh?
The spilled drink incident?
No. I legitimately mean like this. There's like this. There, I think it was either like a joke or a story where it was like, "Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna lag out again as I'm telling this story." But
there's got to be some crazy false reporting. There's got to be some crazy.
You're praying for it. But I was gonna say it was like I forgot what the player's name was. I think it was during the like him in Milwaukee. And it was like everybody on the team had an iPhone except like one person, and he made that one person buy the iPhone because like their messages were green.
That's based. Honestly, that's based.
You have too much money not to be walking around with an iPhone, respectfully.
That's big. No, honestly, that's a W story. That's true, based on Jason Kidd's part.
Bro, they can have 2 phones too. I mean,
but who wants to have 2 phones when I don't know?
Why not?
I think that's weird,
bro. If you're making that much money,
what are you, a plug? You need a second phone.
No, but if I'm being honest, most NBA guys do have more than one phone, though.
Yeah, as they should, like a business phone. And
I promise you,
probably don't they?
No, they have most NBA players. I'm not gonna go the other route, but I'll say like they have a phone for like business stuff too. Obviously, they have their managers.
I think it's actually
they have 2 phones.
I'm gonna change my stance on that. I think it's actually might be a little more smart to have 2 phones because. What if one number leaks, man? You gotta find a way to find another number, and then you gotta like deactivate it.
Have another number like ready.
You gotta deactivate it.
Honestly, in the future, I would, because I'm, billionaire status coming soon. I'm gonna have 2 phones, bro. I'm gonna have one for business and work, and that's only business people get that number. So when I turn it off, that's it. And I have my personal phone. Everybody, if you got my personal number, you can hit me up when you want to hit me up. But if you have that business number, then we're just business. You know what I mean?
Isn't that just email?
I mean, yeah, but like sometimes you have to elaborate more than an email at times. Sometimes.
I mean, isn't that what Google Meet's for?
Here we go. Okay.
I don't know. I think if you
WPR, man.
Like, I got 2 phones in my pocket now. I already don't like carrying around one, but like now I gotta think about like, oh, is this my business or is this my normal phone? Oh, it's my personal phone. Oh, but I'm getting a call on my business phone. Some people have both numbers, and it's like
it's okay. We'll take care of the business side, Max. That's what an agent. I'll hold the 2 phones for us.
That's my agent, bro. Bother him.
I'll hold the 2 phones for the group. I got you.
I'll predict I'm going to lag out another 2 times before this podcast ends.
I just
want to say to everybody, I apologize if I lag out a couple times, but
I don't think they noticed.
That's foul. That's crazy. Omar, I notice every time.
This episode is sponsored by Lifesaver Gummy Sours.
I low-key want a Lifesaver now.
I'm not a Lifesaver fan, bro. Maybe it's just me. I'm just not. I don't know. Sour candy? Definitely not a fan of sour candy.
Sour, sweet, fun.
Also sponsored by Yeti.
Nah.
What is that?
Sponsored by
Yeti.
Yeti? Okay, Yeti. I don't mind Yeti. What do you have, Omar? We can't tell because it's blurred, but like.
It's Re.
Oh, there it is. Re.
It's a I don't know. But it's cool.
He just instantly gave up. No, I don't know.
I don't know, but it's cool.
That's crazy.
Can
we talk about the fights?
Dude, yeah, we're gonna talk about the fights a little bit.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about the fights. Sorry,
we have to. But what the hell was going on in New Orleans?
New Orleans.
You know what? I'll say Miami is like one of probably, if not the dirtiest. The dirtiest team in the NBA. They're definitely like one of the dirtiest.
Yeah, wow, is the dirtiest player in the NBA, and I'll stand on that.
That Duncan Robinson. Oh my god.
Oh, did you see that leg out thing?
Yeah, he borderline injures players.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Bam Adebayo has never set a legal pick in his life, and I will stand on that business. Dude, that's a pick. Dude, man spreads when he sets a pick. Like, his legs are like this, and he is always moving, and they never call him for anything.
He went to the school of Draymond, man. That's the second gen Draymond apprentice.
Yeah, but Draymond's shorter. He's a little stockier. You can kind of fiddle your way around him. Bam is just all tall and muscular. So that you're running into that pick, he's basically committing manslaughter. Whenever
That's crazy.
I have a really funny theory I just thought of on the spot.
You watched Draymond growing up? I don't know.
No. What if Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole so hard he lost all of his talent?
I mean, I've seen people say that where they're like, "Oh, he punched all the talent out of JP." I think JP had Jordan Poole was not him at any point in his career. So
JP catching strays on a Saturday at 12:58 is absolutely insane.
No, that was crazy.
I'm not going to contribute to the JP
scandal. You definitely did not think of that. Oh, you saw that on Twitter.
No, I swear to God, I just on my mother's life. When you said Bam Adebayo, he said School of Draymond. He said School of Draymond. I was like, boom. Jordan Poole, he sucks now. What's going on with that?
Listen, I'll stand on that business. This is always who he's been. He's just being exposed as a fraud because he doesn't have Curry to bail him out now.
Yeah.
I just think Jordan Poole is Jordan Poole. He's going to go out there, dribble the basketball. Plays will be made or not made, and
Earl.
Oh, the Wizards lost by 40 yesterday. Is that right?
My PR.
40?
I'm giving my PR answer. Yeah, they're playing the Thunder.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Thunder just beat the Clippers by 22 the other night too.
I mean, yeah, but losing by 40 is still wild for any NBA team.
Yeah. I'm not gonna bash them.
Brooklyn.
They're a rebuilding team.
Remember Philly versus New York?
Okay, that was crazy.
Yeah, if Natalie was not a Wizards fan, I'd say relocate that team. But they need to stand strong because they got fans like Natalie. Even the Wizards have some amazing diehard fans.
I think they're actually aren't they like on the move? They like got a new like practice facility in Virginia or something.
I don't know. It's this practice facility.
I mean,
but like, why would you move the practice facility?
They have plans to move the team, yes, but right now
that's what I'm saying.
Slightly stalled, I heard.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, Washington. Like, with all due respect, Natalie, you're a great great person. And
are you saying this is about location?
This is.
It's about the team.
It is about the team.
It doesn't matter.
It's about the team. It's about everything, bro.
It doesn't matter where you put it.
What the Knicks did in clean house.
Did they clean house though?
They did clean house. They cleaned everything. As soon as Leon stepped in, almost everybody was fired. I believe the only one person that was there was Worldwide West, James Dolan.
All right,
and he told James Dolan to get the fuck out too. Don't forget that.
Where's he at? Still owning it.
He's still owning it, but like he's working on the Sphere. He's in Las Vegas. He's not in New York.
Clean house, but no, I'm just playing.
I just think the biggest atrocity the Wizards have ever done were those ugly jerseys they had. Y'all remember like the zebra jerseys that the Wizards had at one time?
Oh, yeah.
Those things were. That was like, that's still the worst. That is worse than anything Nike has put out with like these City Edition jerseys. Can we put those up on the screen actually? Omar, Google the Wizards like zebra jerseys. I think they may have been called the Washington Zephyrs back then. Like, you can't make this stuff up. This is like, those are the worst NBA jerseys I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen
legit don't see that. What color were they?
They were like black and white, bro. I'm telling you, they were literally zebra jerseys.
It's confirmed Max just created this.
No, I can't be making this up. I remember these.
The man was having dreams about this because I literally don't see anything.
Me neither.
This was like in the 70s. I'm telling you.
The 70s?
Yes.
I don't even think they were Nike back then in the 70s.
Yeah,
maybe they weren't
bro,
black and white, but they were just really ugly.
I don't remember I don't even see what you're talking
Max
about right
creating
now.
jerseys.
I really said zebra jerseys, NBA, and nothing popped up.
But my point is this about the Wizards. I feel like the Wizards right now, they have an identity problem. Moving their arena or stadium, whatever, to wherever they want to put it is not going to change that. They need to.
I think it might. And
it won't, bro. Like, moving your arena doesn't win you games. Fixing in-house issues, which I'm like that they got rid of West. Terrible coach. No offense to him. You got to figure out the Jordan Poole Kuz thing, because those two guys on that roster,
they're not working.
They're not contributing to winning. They're not. I've watched a couple games too recently.
He's probably the best player too.
He's the best future piece they got right now, in my opinion.
No, they definitely.
And it's no difference. Like last night, Kuzma comes back, then he can't get in a groove. Like when Kuzma's out, then he has his best game of the season. Like it's just Kuzma. He takes such bad. Like, and I hate to say this as a Lakers fan. I don't know what happened to him, but he convinced himself that he's just this amazing number one option, and he takes terrible shots. Like he takes awful shots. I didn't know it was that bad until I watched a little bit. Well, I watched that game yesterday. I watched the whole game yesterday, and the type of shots he takes, it's just hard to watch, man. JP is JP. I'm not really gonna trash him right now. I mean, he gets a lot of media attention as it is. He just has to get traded. Both of those guys have to be off the team, respectfully.
100%. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Wizards are in a difficult situation right now. They've been in a difficult situation for a long time. They haven't really been in much prominence at all throughout any part of their history. Like, I'm sorry to say, like, y'all had John Wall, Bradley Beal for a little while, but Bradley Beal fucked it up for you guys. So, I mean, look, I think relocation could be good for the team because the location, Washington, D.C., doesn't call to a lot of fans of basketball nature. It is the capital of our. It is the capital of the United States. Do we see the arena though?
I'm saying, but is it the location or is it the team? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like the Wizards were good. Like their fan base was rocking.
That's what I'm like. You can put a team, bro. You got people going to before the Timberwolves were trashed. You got people selling out Timberwolves game. What is it? Was it the Bulls who have like one of the highest fan attendances this year? Was it the Bulls?
Yeah, that's Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's also like, there's also a ton of other stuff.
I mean, most pros, Washington D. I'm not gonna hate on Washington on DC.
That's what I'm not gonna trash Washington. Yeah,
I don't know, but I mean, I think
we're connecting
see
stuff
anybody. I don't see. I don't know.
I think we're just connecting stuff that just doesn't connect. I think what it's about right now is you have to change that roster. And if you're going to rebuild, buy into the rebuild. Just fully rebuild and make that your brand. But having Kuz out there, having JP out there, putting up empty numbers, empty stats, does not help this team in any way. It just looks terrible, respectfully. So
yeah. I mean, listen, if they wanted to relocate that team to Seattle, I would not be complaining. But
I mean, Seattle would be crazy move.
Washington's definitely not at the top of teams that need relocation. I mean, talk about Portland. Their games are going for $2. Like that does not get worse than that. Like literally the meme where y'all know the meme where it's like, oh, I left 2 Trailblazer tickets in my car, and when I came back, someone had broken in and left 2 more. Like y'all know that meme. Like that's literally basically what is happening. Like $2 right now. The sales tax of those tickets is probably higher than $2. Like you're paying double the actual ticket price just by buying them off of SeatGeek. Like that is
that I agree with. Now Portland, I think that's the conversation, Omar. Like if you want to talk about relocation stuff like that, Portland probably is worse. Well, they are as far as like identity and what is Portland right now? Like what are they doing?
Rain, just a rainy city.
Are they rebuilding? Are they? Like, they signed Jeremy Grant for like.
I mean,
yeah, but let me say this because they were trying to keep Dame. Because Dame, there was a report saying that Dame wanted the way. I'm sorry, let me rephrase this. The way that the Dame said it was the fact that he wanted like Jeremy Williams to get like a solid contract. Like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I
knew Max was gonna say something.
I keep logging out every 2 minutes, and I'm like trying to do the chat to see
what. Okay, continue. Jeremy Grant. Continue.
Yes, Jeremy Grant. What I'm trying to say is like, they gave him that deal because Dame Lillard was like, if you sign him, I'll stay on the team. or I'll want to stay on the team. And then that didn't happen. And then
to be honest, I think Dame was just trying to debate them.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, W man's on Dame because there's no way he's sniffing that money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Dame liked this boy. I think he was just trying to. He was like, "Hey, I like Jeremy Grant. I'll get him his bag, and it screws over Portland." So like,
now that is a friend for life, a friend for life right there. His last assist to that team, not even the team. His last assist to his teammate, bro, got him paid. There's nowhere in the league he was ever gonna get that contract. So shout out to Dame for that. I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dame.
Players talk about how much they love Dame. Dame is very well liked around the league, from what I could tell. Quite respected.
For sure.
Like a kind of Miami snafu, but listen, he does get maybe a little too much credit for being, for staying with Portland that long. I feel like if anything, it's a little overblown now to where people, it's like, oh, he stayed on Portland and he tanked his career. How loyal he is. He definitely got some good boy brownie points. I'd be shocked if there wasn't maybe a little malicious intent there. He's like, well, the longer I stay here, it's kind of like the built-in excuse, and people are always going to give me credit for it. That was probably a little bit of it, but people seem to love Dame one way or the other, so that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna say?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, how many players have a legitimate built-in excuse for the first 13 years of their career, other than Dame? That the fans.
What happened to you? Oh, I was in Portland. Oh my gosh, it's okay. We forgive you.
Yeah, it's kind of like
you were in Portland. My bad. Oh yeah, you don't have a ring. You don't have a ring. I was in Portland for. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
That definitely is a thing. That narrative definitely is a thing where Dame will get caught by NBA fans for a long time.
But with that conversation, I'll say I still do respect Dame because it takes a lot for guys to stay in a situation even when they're losing. Like to stay with an organization.
Yeah.
So I respect him. He tried. He did. They just couldn't put it together, I'll say.
Their best shot. Well, they did make the conference finals one year, I think, but their best shot was that 2-year span because I think they made it in 2019. I think they made it in 19. Because that was the Rockets year. They made it in one of those years. I forget they made the conference finals and got beat by Golden State.
I got it.
And then the next year they had Dame, McCollum, Nurkic, and Melo, and that team was good, but they just ran into the Lakers, I think, in the play.
Guys, alternate situation that could have changed Dame's legacy.
Okay.
What if Kevin Durant, instead of going to the Warriors and joining the super team, the best team in the league at that time, what if he went and joined Portland instead with that roster? I feel like that team could have went crazy too. Not as equally.
Aldridge wasn't there still, right? He was gone.
I think Aldridge might have been gone, but it was like prime CJ, prime Dame. Let me look at that roster, actually.
Yeah, what was the year they made? Well,
what year was that?
The roster the year that Durant went to Golden State, that 2017 year. Look at their 2017 roster. Because they probably would have had cap, right? I don't know. Could they have had cap to sign KD?
Who?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Wait, who? I'm sorry. I'm like trying to talk to Portland.
Would they have had the cap to sign KD that offseason? Not the one he went to the Nets, the one he went to the Warriors.
Okay, this roster had he had Dame. Yeah, Dame put up 26 a game. You had CJ with 21. You had Evan Fournier putting up 14.
He was there?
Yeah. You had Nurk. Oh no, I'm sorry. Nurk was putting up 14. Evan Fournier was putting up. Evan Turner. My fault. Evan Turner.
Okay, I was going to say, where was Evan Fournier on?
My fault. Was putting up like 8.5. Al-Farouq Aminu. I forgot about him.
I love
he was
that.
putting up about 10 a game. Bro, adding KD to that roster, I mean, that probably wouldn't have been that bad. CJ was only 26 still. Dame 27. Nurkic was only 23. Like, I mean, there's a world where that could have worked.
Good back then too,
because they needed a small forward. Like they needed a dominant. Add KD, a dominant small forward to that team. They
could have made a finals run. They definitely could have made a finals run.
Definitely.
With that team.
Now are they beating Cleveland? I don't know. Probably. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of what ifs. A lot of what ifs.
It's that time. 54 minutes in exactly. We're talking about the Knicks. It's about that time.
Did we not already talk about the Knicks?
No, we talked about Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, the Knicks. Right?
Same. But
I've been seeing a couple of things going on around the internet. I know this is probably really minuscule and only to me, but I've been seeing a
lot of things. Searches it.
I've been seeing a lot of if KD asks out, he's gonna want to go back to New York to the Knicks.
We don't want him.
I don't want him. I don't want him.
We don't want him.
It's a bad idea. I don't want him.
You guys have a chance.
Bad idea.
We good, little bro.
Yes,
Bro.
we're very good. I'd rather Julius Randle. There's no actual reports. It's just people talking on the internet and trying to make sense of the situation because Phoenix is not doing well, and they think
they are though. Like
Phoenix are doing good.
They want to say if it doesn't work well because you know how KD is. He like move from place to place to place. If you're not winning within like 2-3 years. So
that is true. I mean, that is true. You can't deny that at this point. He has jumped ship a lot, but like I do think Phoenix will be winning. I think Phoenix will do some winning in the playoffs this year.
Hopefully, because for the sake of KD's like career, it doesn't look good on his resume to jump ship to ship to ship. Like it doesn't look good.
But I will say, people do not give Kevin Durant enough credit for being the best player on a team that had prime Steph Curry. Like, respectfully, and you can definitely argue Steph took a step back to let KD be that great player. You can definitely say that. I'm not going to disagree with you. But those 3 years where he was on Golden State, he was undeniably the best player on that team. Like, he cleared. He put up all-time efficient numbers. He did 50, 40, 90 in the NBA Finals. That is crazy. To do that in the NBA Finals. He blew 50, 40, 90 out the water in the NBA Finals. Like, that was the best years of Kevin Durant. Dude averaged like 2 blocks in Game 1 NBA Finals. Like, that, he was clear. That was the best Durant we've ever seen, was those Golden State years. And he outperformed Curry, which is not an easy thing to do.
When I look at Kevin Durant's career, I look at it and it seems based on betrayal. It seems based on, like, leaving. It seems based on betraying people. And when I
say that, but we never know what actually happened. None of us.
Let me give you this idea. When you lose to a team in the conference finals and then go to the team that beat you in the conference finals after blowing a 3-1 lead, what does that look like?
Not good. Admittedly, not good.
Not good. It does not look good.
But let's not act like Durant did not pull his own weight, if not more than his own weight on that goal.
I don't buy it. I am not. I'm sorry. The Warriors were already on trajectory to win a championship regardless. I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. If he would have never went there, Bron probably would have had another ring or two. If we're being honest, like. And to your point, KD was the best player on that team. And regardless if that was Curry taking a step back, having Kevin Durant going out there doing pretty much whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
I mean, you could definitely say that for 2017 and 2018, Kevin Durant was the best player in basketball. Well, I don't know. LeBron was still probably the best player in basketball.
Yeah, he was on
pissed off. I'm getting so pissed off.
He was on a crazy tear, bro. Like, that's the thing about it too.
Can I finish my thought, please, before I fucking lag out again? God,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm so mad that I've been just lagging out like every 10 minutes periodically on the dot. It's annoying, but I wanted to finish. There is no way I think Kevin Durant affected the Warriors' legacy in any regard. I'm sorry. Yes, do I think he was the best player in those years? Sure. Do I think it would have affected them in the long run with them winning championships? No. They were already on that trajectory when the season prior, they're already a 73-9 team. They were worse than Kevin Durant got there, record-wise. I'm not saying that Kevin Durant wasn't the best player on that team, but you cannot convince me that that Warriors team was not already on track to winning the finals twice and 3 times.
They could have lost to Houston. Houston played them tough even with Kevin Durant.
That's what I'm saying,
Houston could have straight up beaten them, I think, in 2018 if CP3 didn't get hurt. They could have straight up beaten them. Or maybe it was 2019.
CP3 didn't get let's say it goes the same without Kevin Durant, CP3 gets hurt, it still happens.
I don't know. I feel like Houston would have beaten them one of those years. I think Houston or Cleveland could have beat them one of those years.
The reason why they stayed dominant is because they made adjustments. Like Max said, if there's a world where you don't get Kevin Durant and Houston still comes with that same energy and CP3 doesn't get hurt, they could have got bounced. Just like that. That Rockets team very, very underrated.
Yeah, the Rockets and the Cavs could have, I think they still, if you look at that 3-year span of 17, 18, 19, they probably still win one of those championships. I think 18, sure. they probably could have been clear regardless. But, or actually, I don't know about 18, because 17 Cavs were still quite good. 18 Rockets were quite good. Like I said, there is a world where they lose without Durant. Obviously, no one's going to argue that the Golden State thing was not great. But you also do got to remember, he did leave Golden State after 3 years. He didn't stay there forever. He did go, and then he went and joined the Nets with KD and Kyrie. So that's another thing.
Where that was a train wreck within itself.
Yeah, it was. But like
predicted 2 years it'll take for them to leave each other.
So Omar, now I got to ask you this: Where are you ranking Durant all time right now? Then, because now I need to put this in context
below 10.
How this affects his legacy. Where are you?
Below
ranking?
10. Below 10.
I mean, below 10, like as a 9 or
like 13.
Oh, okay, that's still fine.
Like
that's
13.
not that egregious.
No, it's not.
Say like
I would borderline put him at 15, 16.
Okay, that's pretty reasonable.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, there's so many great players already.
I'd probably drop him around that 15 area. Yeah.
Like, but that's what I'm saying. Steph Curry is already regarded as like a top 5 guard this world has ever seen. So. Does that matter? And Kevin,
I would put Curry right outside my top 10. I got Curry at like 11, 12 right now.
Everybody else has in top 5.
Well, top 5 guards. I'm talking like of any position.
I don't know.
I put him right outside.
Wait, you're saying Curry's top 5 all time?
I think he's guards. I think he. Yeah, no. I think he's like a top 2 guard. I think.
No, I'm talking all time.
Yes, I do. I think Steph Curry. You know what? I'll give it this. Let me re-clear my statement. Let me reclaim it. Curry is a top 10 all-time player in the world.
Okay.
Ever. Top 10 player all time. Top 2 guard all time. Only him and Magic Johnson. And only Magic Johnson is the only one that can talk to.
Because guard includes Michael Jordan.
Huh?
Guard includes shooting guard. You know that, right? When you say guard.
You gotta say point
guard. Let me say point guard. Yeah.
Yeah, point guard. Okay.
So
top guard is 3.
Well, I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
No, I'm saying because if it's top guard and
yeah.
And then you got Jordan and Kobe in there.
3 or 4, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, but
I put him 5 guards. 5.
Who name 5 guards better than him?
Well, 4. I mean, there's 4. If he's 5,
okay, 4 guards.
Magic,
Jordan, Kobe, West, Magic. I'll put him right behind
West.
Yeah, you know me. I'm standing on Jerry West business.
Okay.
Dude averaged 47 points.
No, I'm just playing.
Russell Westbrook. Jerry West had better final stat lines than Steph Curry ever did. And that's a fact.
Russell Westbrook is up there, though. Let's not sleep on Russell Westbrook. That man was averaging triple doubles in his sleep.
Yeah.
I'm not asleep on him. I'm just,
no, not at all. You brought him
top
up.
10. He's top 10.
Definitely.
Guards?
That's a good rating.
I'd have to think about the back end of that guard list, but yeah, I mean, you got to feel like Isaiah Thomas in there, John Stockton, as much as I don't like him personally, has to be in there. Jason Kidd's probably in there, and then you get to like Westbrook. Iverson's got to be in there as well. That's kind of like the second tier guard. Wade.
I'd say Iverson is actually a top 5 guard.
Now you got to readjust your list. Top 5.
No, I'm not adjusting because
he put Curry like 4th. He put Curry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
all right, I can put Iverson 5. Then if Curry's at 4.
Iverson, yeah,
comfortably.
Yeah,
man. If Iverson would have won a championship, man, dang.
He almost did. I mean, listen, I don't hold it against him. He dragged the hell out of that team.
Yeah.
His second best player was past his prime Dikembe Mutombo.
That is true.
Eric Snow. That was his team.
Imagine Iverson. No. Imagine Iverson playing right now on this Embiid team, bro. Jesus. Oh my god.
Tyrese Maxey ain't that much worse right now. I'm just saying, like,
I agree, but imagine having
Allen Iverson and Tyrese Maxey.
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine them, both of them.
Yeah, y'all know that meme with the guy. It was like, "Yeah, boy."
That's great.
Yeah, boy.
I think that's a good place to end on this episode.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't want to lag out one more time, so we will have to end it off here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Get you guys on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere else. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us, and
peace.
I got infinity money. I got infinity money.